All right, this is KevinSvensonCrypto, where we defy tyranny. It has been a few days since my last update, and we're going to go through the charts. And as y'all may know, whoever's watching, I was recording. I was basically just saying that we're going to be getting a pullback sometime soon. Now, I've been saying it for like about a few weeks, and we actually punched through the all-time high, went up to past 70K. The top, let's take a look at it. I believe it was 73 something. And I've been way too busy. I've been wanting to make a video, but I just have not been, just been too busy, unfortunately. I don't know what that is in the background. One second. The joys of living in a city. Yeah, so basically, we went up to 73,500. Significance of that, really, there isn't any. We did make all-time highs. We're possibly trying to find support on the 68,000, 69,000 level. We're currently sitting at 68. So it's possible that we do find support here and then go sideways for a bit and then pull up. I kind of think that this is the beginning of the pullback that we're going to see into the halving, as that will be kind of a more of a narrative-driven non-event. It doesn't really change a whole lot. It makes it harder for miners to make money, which could induce a sell-off. It does make the currency more scarce over time, but I think long-term it's positive for the whole space. But short-term, everyone's going to be like, oh, why is the price going up? Because they don't understand, right? Because this is still a new asset class, and people are still not understanding what this whole thing is, right? So it's likely that we're going to find support on one of these levels. And honestly, I think it might be between 58, 59K. It could get real ugly. We can go down to 48K, even 44 to 48K. I mean, you have to be completely, even 40K. Our highest support levels are seen on the VPVR. This is on Kraken, which is free to sign up for. And, I think it's probably a pretty good platform exchange to buy and sell crypto. It's been around since 2012, like a long time. And I think it's been around since longer than Coinbase, so it's withstood the test of time. So, but like with VPVR, these are all the support levels. Like these are all the levels that will provide the most support if we did crashes. So our first really high level is 58K, and we're finding some support right now, but there's not a whole lot up here. So we'd have to consolidate here, build more support. But it's each of these levels, you have to understand that it could be a possibility. So the professional traders should probably look at this like, okay, we're going to put buy orders at 58K, 61K, buy orders at 48K, 44, even some probably 38, just for like a nightmare scenario. If the mainstream markets start crashing, then, because of the Bitcoin ETF and now Wall Street is in crypto, in Bitcoin, if they have to, they will sell those assets to try to cover the terrible mess, whatever's in the stock market's happening. There's other indicators as well. This is the weekly. This is the daily. The daily stochastic RSI is crossing down. That's pretty bearish on the short term again. But like when we get a cross down at these kind of high levels, you're getting a lot. This will be a pretty strong cross down and probably a pretty strong fall. So it'd be something like, something like that. And if you want to look at the price action, this is the RSI, stochastic RSI. If you want to look at the price action of that, what happens, top, fall down, or at the very least it'll be a top like this. But it could be pretty ugly, and it'll probably last around that amount of time. So just have to be wary. Like, really, is this good? We need to cool off. I'm thinking this is like just kind of like a little bit of a fake out top, and maybe we fall back into some kind of support range between 48 and 58K for the next 3 months, maybe through the summer, and then make a new run up towards the end of the year toward 100K, and then next year 120, 150, 200K. That's sort of it's like my guess, I guess. Some people are calling for 100K over the summertime. The problem in the summertime, because the Bitcoin ETFs are now connected to the stock markets, Stock market's kind of like their volume decreases pretty heavy during the summer. There's a whole sell and may go away narrative. So I don't know about that. I'm not too. I don't think so. Let's take a look at the 4-hour real quick. The Fear and Greed Index as well. Charles Hoskinson, he's the one who he's the creator of Cardano, one of my favorite projects. Take a look at this real quick. Fear and Greed, still extreme greed. We've been in extreme greed for a good while now, and I think it's time for that to kind of restate. And we need a bit of a check off. Come down to 50 or 60 fear and greed would be nice. I think going even further would be very nice. And generally, like each cycle, you get this kind of like really oversold part in the RSI. Let me make sure this is working. Okay, good. Yeah, apparently just watching certain technical analysis people, that apparently each cycle you do get, two really big powerful moves with Bitcoin generally, and then a correction. And this could be our first move, and it could be coming to an end. Let's take a look and zero in on this a little bit higher. We did get a move up, but it got rejected pretty hard. And I think that's a little bit of a bearish sign. This is the 4-hour. So on the shorter term, let's move out a little bit more. Shorter term, there's a lot of 4-hour support at 42K and 52. So the 4 hours is crossed down. 4 hours kind of, there is some, it's looking a little rough down there. Go to the 3-day. 3 hasn't crossed yet. I mean, this could be the beginning of a 1 to 2 month, maybe even a 3-month correction. I hate to say that, and I think this is like the disbelief rally we may have just had, and this could last a good little while. There was a lot of exuberance to those ETFs, and it's very similar in feels to what this run-up we had back in 2019. It felt a lot like this. What we just experienced. So I mean, it could be a consolidation period for a good while. I mean, it's possible that it was this maneuver, and we're going to keep on going up here soon. Personally, I want us to cool off and chill out for a little while. That's what I hope. So maybe I'm being a little biased by being like that. Apologies if so. And we just got a white bar on the 3-day. Showing that some momentum could be waning and coming back down. Let's take a look at the weekly. Oof. Actually, this could be bad. So if this weekly closes like this, or a little bit even more bearish around 62, 64K, it'll create a gravestone doji, and that will give us a 3 to 4 month, it's a minimally 2 month probably cool down and move down for a good while. I'm sorry. Everyone's probably going to hate me. I'll probably get a bunch of hate for this technical analysis. The weekly hasn't crossed down yet, but it's just over exuberant. We're at levels that we haven't seen in a good while, and I think it's time for a little bit of a reset. So that's my stance. I wanted to do a quick technical analysis readout on everything that's going on. I want to do a more in-depth one either tomorrow, probably Sunday, because St. Patty's Day is a big deal. So there's that. I just wanted to get on here. I don't want to say I told you so, but I think this is probably the end of a little bit of a rally. So hang in there, hodl on. Things are very bullish. So the next year and a half, I think things are going to be really great. We'll get some good entries here coming up. So, yeah, catch you tomorrow, hopefully. Peace.